We are here in your house sports for podcast number 3 at the new Rogue Media Network studio. I'm Manny D.
Fat Sam.
It's your boy Vassos.
We are at the
Prestigious.
Alico building.
Yeah.
Never been here in my life.
Never. Grew up in Waco.
Driven past it many a times.
Oh, yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah. Just never been here.
Never been here.
Yeah, just
The
look
view's
down below.
nice.
Yeah.
It is. So you can't see, obviously, from here, but the golden boob is right over there. That is the Farrell Center.
Right behind you,
Yeah.
right to my right.
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah.
classic
You
boob
can see.
over there.
You could definitely see the crackheads
Yeah.
from top. Perfect.
Everything.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the old people waiting in line for Magnolia.
Yeah, so
All the
it's great.
tourists and older folk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The suckers, as we like to call
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Fat
it
Sam's
is.
back with us this
Yeah.
month. He was out there trying to negotiate the Spence Crawford fight. You know, being the Dana White.
Yeah. I was trying to get that fight going. Trying to get the location moved, but they wouldn't go for it.
Yeah.
Something about Vegas.
it. Yeah.
People would love to go to Vegas. They didn't want to have it at the Farrell Center. So
And you
Fit more
sold the
people.
golden boob.
I sold it. But they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Should have offered him McLean.
I should have, huh?
Should have.
Should-
It's outdoor.
Hey,
you can fit more people. They can pull their boats
Yeah.
up.
Hey, it'd be cool to have a boxing match out there.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard it here
I got an
first.
idea.
But
So
nonetheless,
Gabriel, reach out to your people.
but nonetheless, you're back.
Yeah. It was
Good to
great.
see
It sucked that I missed last week, but good to be back.
Yeah. Last month. But
Last month.
Huh?
It was
Last
like
month.
2
Oh,
or
last
3
month,
weeks.
yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, last month. Days are running together.
But yeah, speaking of boxing, like we talked about, Gabriel Resendez, Comeback King, August 26th. The link to watch the fight's going to be in the comment section on the video when it's posted up. So still, you need to try to watch that fight. Represent Waco, Texas. Speaking of fight, there was a fight this past Saturday.
It was one person
If
beating
you can
up
call it a fight.
the other
Yeah.
person. It looked like one of those street brawls that you see, like on Twitter. Just that one person whooping up the other one.
The old world star.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Crawford. It was just on a different level,
Yeah.
big time.
You could tell Spence was pressing big time. Like
Yeah.
He was trying to hype himself into that fight.
Yeah, man, he looked out of that fight.
Yeah.
He looked out, and he's been wanting to move up to 154. They fought at 147. And he's been wanting to move up to 154, but he stayed down because he wanted to have this fight.
Yeah.
But he looked tired. He looked drained. He even looked like, even walking down.
Dude, when he was standing in the ring, like waiting for them to start the introductions, he looked like he was just
Yeah,
like
it's
dazed.
like the lights were too bright for him or something.
Yeah. He looks like he looked like Dexter Loomis. Just
Yeah, just staring out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Crawford, man, he was just in his zone.
yeah. Who was the rapper that brought down Spence? Was
Big Tex, is it Big Tex Plug, or Big Plug Tex or
I
something
have
like
no
that?
idea. I was like the only guy I could think it was, since I was from Dallas. The only one I know. This is probably Sean Mage, is Big Tuck.
No,
Southside the realest. For sure.
no. So,
So I was like, I don't think that's
he's a
him.
rapper. Let me see, Big X the Plug.
Okay.
Big
All
X the
right.
Plug. Yeah, he's actually well, probably not live. He sounded trash on live, but on Spotify, dude's great, man. Yeah. I was hoping, Mexican OT. I don't know if y'all listen to him.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know if you saw, he was on a podcast recently, and we should do a podcast like he did. He had no shirt on.
Oh, bro.
Views for days.
Hey, we should one day. But yeah,
It's awfully cold in here.
but I don't know. Maybe it was the performance that got Spence out of the rhythm.
Maybe.
But nah, yeah, it was Crawford was just one sided, man. That dude was just anything that Spence hit him with, it didn't do nothing to Crawford.
I think he hit him with one solid shot, like the 6th or 7th, that actually kind of like he went, oh, okay.
And
There
that was
it
it.
is,
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like that hurt. It was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're actually still trying.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And Crawford could have ended that fight easy.
Yeah.
Probably after the 3rd or 4th round. But it's almost like he wanted to.
which round was it? He knocked him out twice. Was it the 4th or 5th?
No, it was the 8th, I thought.
Was it the 8th?
Yeah, the 8th or 7th, one of those.
Yeah, okay.
Where
no,
he
he
could've-
could have knocked him down a second time.
Yeah, but I thought my thinking is because I want to say it was Vegas had Crawford knocking him out in the 10th. Like that was one of the bets. So I think Crawford was kind of take him there. I'm pretty sure his people had money on it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, the 10th, let's go. Because Crawford could have damaged him early, man.
It was 8, right?
Yeah,
It went
9.
9.
9. It went 9 rounds. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Spencer's going to move up to 154. Apparently he's talking about a rematch. So.
Yeah. You see, he after he finished him, he went to Charlo, was leaning over the ropes. And
Yeah,
yelling at him.
yeah. But he was. They said it was Jamel Charlo.
Yeah.
Jamel Charlo, he's fighting Canelo.
Canelo, yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't the fight supposed to be the 17th?
I think they moved
it to now. It's the week after.
I think so. I was thinking they moved it like a whole nother month.
Is it
That's what the last I'd seen that they were talking about moving, that he
October? Right.
that he won't fight during Mexican Independence Week.
That's gonna throw off Canelo's rhythm, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's gonna be weird.
He's like, no more, no meat, no golf.
Yeah, I mean,
So what's the deal? Like, I'm not as deep into boxing as y'all are. What's up with the Charlo brothers? So I'm hearing like they don't fight that much, or is it one of them?
no. I think it's really. Well, it's probably both of them. They probably fight once a year.
Yeah.
When a normal fighter fights twice.
In the ring,
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't get slapped. Not
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Jamal Charlo got slapped bad by Caleb Plant
Yeah.
and didn't do nothing. Like he just, I'm like, oh nah, his Charlo brothers are gonna get whooped.
He's gonna run him over with his car. That's what he's gonna
That's
do.
what he's gonna do. He's like, because Caleb Plant slapped the heck out of him.
Yeah.
But apparently, from the backstory of it, I think Jamal Charlo was saying some sexual stuff to Caleb Plant's wife, and then
Well,
that's when
you deserve to get slapped.
yeah, exactly. That's probably why he didn't do anything. But yeah, so yeah, they don't fight as much. I mean, they're good fighters, but they're definitely not on the level of like a Canelo or even a Crawford. Now that you've seen,
I mean, just walked in, wasn't even tired.
man,
Like it was funny. Like you see Spence. Spence was like sitting in the corner, like taking deep breaths. But you look over at Crawford, and Crawford's just
just chilling, just
they're sitting there trying to get him to drink water. He just
yeah,
okay, cool,
let's go.
yeah.
Yeah, his whole demeanor just looked like
Oh man, he was in the
business.
zone.
Yeah.
Like, let's do this.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's what I say. Spence just looked out of it. Like I said, I think he was probably drained. Like I think
probably.
I think he was just drained and just almost like
Let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
Hey, the direct deposit cash.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
hit.
go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Yep. So, but Crawford's on another level. We'll see what happens next.
So for this being like a real hype fight for years,
Oh, yeah.
were y'all
Like 3
disappointed
years.
or was it was so action packed?
I think it's
Crawford
one
just
of
showing
those-
his dominance. It's
Yeah.
like, damn, this is,
It was disappointing in the fact that it wasn't as close as you thought it would be, but it was impressive. Just the fact that how dominant.
It wasn't It wasn't the Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Hyped up, and then it was like,
flops.
yeah.
yeah, it was like, come on, like
Our
no-
Triple G
really
Canelo
nothing.
first fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now that one,
Yeah.
whew, that one was hyped up, and that
Yeah.
lived up to the hype. The second one, the same thing.
Yeah.
And that third one, the third fight with Canelo and Triple G,
Yeah.
it was hyped up, and
But it was not. That was.
Tri-
it was
Triple
kind of
G.
like this. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like one sided.
Triple G looked like an old fighter.
Yeah.
And Canelo just whooped him up. So, but no, yeah, it lived up to the fact, or Crawford, I guess you could say, lived up to the hype.
Yeah.
Spence was kind of like,
I think
alright.
he exceeded the hype.
Oh, yeah.
Crawford exceeded the hype that he had.
Yeah.
Because
I
he
was like,
looked
man,
dominant. Like,
Yeah. And I mean, of course, everybody was going for Spence, especially in Texas, because Texas boy, like, heck yeah.
Of the three of us, I'm the only one that picked Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah. I picked Spence. I was like, nah, I think Spence is probably going to do something. Nah.
I feel like he had a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Everybody's disrespecting him. Everybody keeps ducking these money fights.
Yeah.
And I keep calling him out, and then he'll get him, and then he's like, hey, man, I put him down.
Yeah.
Because he knocked out 8 of his last championship, or 7 or 8 of his last welterweight title fights.
No, he knocked them all out since
Yeah.
he moved up to welterweight. Every person he
Every
fought
challenger, he's knocked him out.
in the welterweight division. Yep. So we'll see who's next.
Do you think he's pound for pound the best fighter?
it's either him or what's it that Japanese dude, Inoue? The monster they call him
featherweight, right?
No, the
Monster?
no, not even the bantamweight. Is it junior featherweight? It might be junior featherweight. Yeah, 118 pounds or something. 122. He's a 122 champion now.
I remember. Okay,
Oh,
dude, that dude was fast.
That dude is a beast, man. That dude is a beast.
At least that's the one they call the monster, right?
Yeah, the monster.
That fought
Man.
Okay,
this week or
remember
last
that.
week at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning. I was trying to wake up for it, but I was like, nah, I can't do it. I ended up watching the replay of it, but that dude is bad, man. That dude is bad. But what sucks, they're gonna put Crawford as the number 1 pound for pound because he's the most well known.
fresh and
and
fresh in everybody's memory.
yeah, exactly. In a way, he's on the far East Coast.
Yeah.
So it's just like nobody knows who it really is except for big boxing fans.
That and featherweights don't draw.
No, they don't.
I mean, the welterweights now are
yeah.
starting to draw because of Mayweather. Like that's why they have that hype.
Oh,
on
yeah,
them,
oh, yeah.
because before Mayweather, welterweights,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, then you got the junior welterweights, which is like the super lightweights
Yeah,
that are starting to draw because you got Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, David Haney,
Teofimo.
Teofimo, Kambosos. I mean, they draw, but the younger one, it's hard for them to draw. But that dude, in a way, that dude is bad, bro.
So you think a rematch is coming, or you think
Yeah,
Crawford's gonna move on?
yeah. They'll do it, and but of course Crawford's gonna have to move up to 154 because Spence is not gonna go back down.
Yeah,
He's not going back down because Spence's goal is to fight Canelo at one point. So yeah,
Dead
I don't
man
know about
walking.
now.
Dead man walking.
I mean, because if you think about it, because Canelo's the A side. Canelo's fighting at 168 right now, and so Spence going to 154. Canelo's going. You gonna move up to 162?
Canelo ain't dropping back down.
Heck,
Bro.
nah,
He ain't dropping back down.
nah. So
I mean, he's what naturally like 180, 200.
who,
Canelo?
Canelo? Yeah, he walks around like at 180 or something like that. And so he just.
Because he went up to his natural weight to fight Bevel.
Yeah, to fight him, and he wanted. That's who Canelo wanted to fight next, but Canelo wanted to go back to his weight. Wanted to go back to light heavyweight. Like and Canelo's on. He goes, I got unfinished business.
Yeah.
I got to prove myself. But Bivol was like, no, like I want to go down to light heavy or to, what weight class? Super middleweight because I want your titles. Canelo was like, nah. And so that was the disagreement with that. That's why that fell out. Because Canelo was like, no, like Canelo had something to prove.
Yeah.
And
He wants to prove that he can fight at that weight.
Yeah. And B was like, no, like I want your titles. I was like, nah.
He's mine.
Yeah, that's mine. So, but yeah, it was good boxing week.
Come on, let me have one.
I
just want one.
But Canelo's gonna. We'll see. I mean, Canelo's gonna fight this later on this year. He's gonna knock out Jamel Charlo.
Yeah.
5th round, calling it right now.
Man.
Yeah, calling
Fifth
it.
No
round.
respect.
Huh? No, not at all.
He's like, I could have gone 3rd. I'm gonna do 5th.
You're giving him more credit than that Thurman guy got
Shoot,
that he knocked out in Houston.
Oh yeah.
Was like the 3rd or 4th
Third
round. He knocked
third
him
round
out.
or something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Even Amir Khan went 6.
With his glass jaw. Yeah.
So yeah, hype fight. Like you said, it was a big hype and just proved Crawford's dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to
Yep.
see that. Switching gears to baseball, Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
Vossels and I talked about it last month and how we're like, let's not.
Started out great.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
off
yeah.
the postseason or the All-Star break, and now it's like
1 game back now, or 1 game ahead.
we're only one game up, and we got the injury bug riding us right now.
Yeah.
Then we talk about pitching,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Which they signed Max
Scherzer,
yeah.
and then we got
Scherzer. Yeah. It's almost like saying what's your short sauce? What's your short sauce? Like
Worcestershire.
Yeah. But yeah, man, they got him, and the good thing is that
Montgomery was the other guy we just signed yesterday.
yeah, Montgomery. There's 2 relief pitchers we got from the Cardinals.
Well, see, I think Montgomery was designed to be a starter, or is a starter, but I'm thinking they'll probably move him to the pen. At first, like yesterday, me and my coworkers, we were talking, we were like, maybe they're trying to get rid of Perez.
Wow.
Because we were looking at it, it's like, man, he starts. We're like, maybe it's got to be Perez. If you got a lefty,
Yeah.
you got to ship Perez out because he's been awful these last two starts.
Yeah,
or last couple starts actually.
But Perez, he still has it though. It's just it's just one of those bad games that you have.
But to have multiple where you're out by the third inning.
Yeah, because he was out by the second inning, wasn't he? Or second or third inning?
He was out in the third against the Astros before the break, and then the past couple ones, I don't think he's made it past the third or fourth.
Yeah, because it was Bradford who started this past game and was out by like the third inning.
Yeah.
So,
but Bradford is more of like a long reliever.
Yeah.
At least that's the role they've kind of slided him into, and now he's supposed to be like a spot starter here and there. But
because we know they can hit the ball. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they proved that. But getting Max Scherzer, I think he's gonna bring that hype, because he looks like a no nonsense guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the old guy in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, like get your stuff together.
Yeah,
like,
you need that.
Yeah, like get your stuff together, and I think he's gonna do that for them.
Because I see like a complete dynamic shift between him and Evaldi. Evaldi's the old man in the clubhouse, which he's more of the quiet reserve. Where Scherzer's in your face. No, this is what we're gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
and the good thing is he had to lift his no trade clause to come. So,
and he signed his option for next year. So he's in next year.
Yeah.
So it's not like a 1-year rental.
It's crazy because he's getting paid $15 million from the Mets. $15 million. Who did he play for before the Mets?
The Nationals.
Nationals. See, and he's getting $15 million from the Nationals, I believe. And then whatever he's going to pay.
The Mets just like to hand money out.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's just
let's
like
go ahead and just.
It's crazy.
To all the draft prospects out there, get signed by the Mets.
The New York Mets, you will be set for life.
And today's the trade deadline. Or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow.
This is recorded on.
Yeah, this is Monday, July 31st.
Yeah.
There we go.
So as of this recording.
Yeah. And the Rangers are still, trying to get Verlander too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they get Verlander as well? And Houston's after Verlander.
Yeah. I think that puts the pressure on Houston since we got Scherzer, and now it's like, oh crap, we got to do something. Granted, Verlander hasn't been himself this year.
Yeah.
Like he's been off. Like I think, even Scherzer's been off a little bit because his ERA's higher, but he also was suspended 2 starts.
Yeah. Yep.
But you put them in a situation where you can make a run in the pennant, it's going to really change their.
Oh yeah.
Their motivation.
He's got a little bit fresher of an arm too.
Yeah, but it was just when the Rangers went to the World Series. Who was that pitcher? It was the old guy.
Cliff Lee.
Cliff Lee.
The first run.
Yeah. The first. I mean, and I think that he was the only one that got the win.
No, it was Colby Lewis.
Was it Colby? Oh, Colby Lewis.
Lewis.
That's what I'm talking about. Colby Lewis.
Yeah.
What was the one? And he was the old guy in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
But man, he just had that it changed.
I think he was the only. He won the first series, and I think he won both his starts, for us, in the against the Cardinals because we won Game 4, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think so, or was it 3? I think it was 3. Game 3. He won Game 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think
it was Lee and Holland, right? Usually the rotation or no?
Lee, Holland.
Well, it was Lee, Wilson, Holland.
Darvish.
No, Darvish was the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, was Darvish?
Darvish was 11.
Oh, 11. You're right. Yeah.
But it seemed, man, and we talked about it too the last time about Texas. What are they going to do now? They're going to go, address the pitching situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They are. So all the chips are going in like, hey, we're trying to make a run now.
And thing is, like, in order for Houston to get Verlander, they're going to have to give up some prospects.
Yeah.
And I think the Rangers are willing to give up prospects to win now.
At this point, if they're going to get Verlander, they might just be willing to get rid of one of the couple starters. Like, hey, sorry Perez, sorry Haney.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
guys.
I don't think any other starters are going to go. I think if anything, it's going to be prospects.
I think it'll be prospects, but I think it'll be more just a roster move that they have to get rid of somebody of value, so that way the Mets aren't feel like they're getting completely taken advantage of.
Well, they got who the Mets get? Acuna.
Acuna. Ron Acuna's brother.
I want to apologize for you Mets fans right now because God, dog, y'all just,
brutal. Acuna was a top 3 prospect.
but he was never going to play.
Yeah.
Because he's behind Seager's. Is it Seager or is it
no,
Simeon that's shortstop?
Oh, no, Seager.
So he's behind Seager and he's behind Duran.
Yeah.
So he was never going to play.
He was just there.
Yeah.
He-
It's almost like Profar.
Yeah.
We held on to Profar too long when we could have got something in return.
I mean, our thing with Profar was we tried to move him to so many
Yeah.
different places, and he could play those spots, but his natural was at shortstop.
So, yeah, and you have Elvis Andrews who was still playing well.
Yeah.
And so, but no, man, the Rangers are all in to win it, and man, it's
Just don't want to get the hopes up too high.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, it's like, oh.
I think regardless they're going to end up being in the playoffs, but it'll
Yeah.
be great to win that division
Because that NL East is now starting to kind of come back down to earth.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's kind of falling back. And then supposedly we were in the running for Shohei for the longest, and now
Yeah.
it's like they pulled him off the table.
Mm-hmm.
The Angels.
which is-
do you
which
think it's
is still-
delusional optimism that they think they can make a run?
oh, big time. Well, because I think they said they're 4 games behind the wild card
5.
spot. 5 games.
Well,
behind
they're
the
5 behind in the division, so they might be a little bit shorter in the wild card.
wild card. I want to say that. I want to say they were like 4 or 5 behind in the wild card the last time I heard. And then so it's almost like, you know what? No, we're gonna go after the playoffs. Like you already know Ohtani's not gonna resign.
Right.
He's not going to
Nah.
resign with the Angels. Ohtani's going to end up being a Yankee or a Dodger at the end of it.
Yeah, they're 4 behind in the wild card.
Yeah.
It's Tampa, Toronto, then Houston, then Boston's 2.5 behind that, then the Yankees are 3.5 behind that.
Yeah. So, but they should have. They could have got a lot of prospects.
Yeah,
Yeah. It could have been like, hey, we're going to rebuild. Because honestly,
you still got Trout too.
well, yeah. Well, my thing is like, man, you know what? We're going to put Trout and Ohtani on the block
Yeah,
because we just need to rebuild from here.
Yeah.
Like, because
give them a chance to win.
yeah. But they. Ohtani is just one of those things. Like
The only way the Angels seem to win lately, and granted, this is just talking a lot of smack, but also using facts to our advantage, is if he pitches a
Yeah.
shutout and he hits 2 home runs.
Yeah. Which he did that.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That seems like that's the only way that they're winning.
Well,
in his starts.
They played a double header, and he threw a 1-hitter shutout, and then the next game he had 2 home runs in the next game.
That's
And
wild.
And he was the only reason why they had 3 points on the board,
Yeah.
and they still lost.
That's sad, man. That's bad.
Well, it's just like they lost that series against the Rockies.
Yeah, and they
They-
outscored them 20. Was it 25 to?
It was like no, it
8?
was like
Oh, yeah.
it was like
so
35 to like 22 for like the whole series, and then they lost the series.
Yeah.
stupid. Like, how?
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah. I mean, because the Rangers were on the board to get him,
Yeah.
but you know.
But like you say, he's going to go to a big market.
Oh yeah. He's either gonna be a Yankee or a Dodger, man.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
I see him staying on the West Coast.
yeah.
'Cause
Oh yeah.
It's a
Oh,
closer trip for him home.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And so unless the Mets find more money somewhere.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, it's just unless they find more money somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see him going anywhere else but to be a Yankee or Dodger.
And I hope it's the Dodgers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just
Most
despise
definitely.
the Yankees so much.
Heck
hope it's
no.
Dodgers.
Hey, Houston's can get players too. So
Yeah.
I hope they don't get them either.
Yeah, I
yeah,
hope they
exactly.
would.
The cheating.
I really think that he's gonna end up stay on the West Coast because apparently he just walks to the stadium
Oh, that's pretty cool.
in Anaheim. Because he lives relatively close, so it's like a couple block walk, and he just walks to the stadium.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's what I was like, especially for him.
Yeah.
And in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
So-
dangerous.
But yeah, so.
So we'll see how Texas does. Like
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to get my hopes up too high. I just want to take it game by game,
Exactly.
series by series,
Yep.
and we go from there. Let's talk about some NFL drama, right?
Oh yeah.
So we got Sean Payton, who took over the Denver Broncos over, Nathaniel Hackett, who we thought did the most horrible job in the world. Sean Payton thought so as well. Sean
He
Payton
is who we thought he was.
Yeah, pretty much said it's the worst coaching job in NFL history. So we're doing everything that they didn't. We're not doing what they did last year.
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
Right.
Everything they did, we're doing opposite.
Everything.
Worse than Urban Meyer. Wow.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Straight facts. Bobby Petrino, you got off the list apparently. Because yours didn't have to do with coaching. Yours had to do with whatever you're doing, right?
Because Bobby Petrino, he just up and left, right?
Up and left, man.
He just quit the
Deuced out.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm gonna take a break next week. Oh, he got hired again by Arkansas.
Yeah.
Or was it Louisville that he went back to?
Arkansas. And then you had Urban Meyer kicking people.
Yeah.
You know, having rendezvous in his bar because it's his bar. He can do whatever he wants, right? But you're not the worst coach in NFL history.
He
Heck,
must have
it
just heard the phrase 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. He must have just heard it from the players.
Now, I think the reason why Peyton said that is because of talent that the Broncos had.
Yeah.
I mean, and then
On paper, they should be.
oh, exactly on paper. You know, what did Peyton? Yeah, because Sean Payton said we're going to basically do everything. Everything they did, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
This was the worst coaching job in history. What else?
He
did
does
say?
realize he has Russell Wilson, right?
He must have high hopes. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Very confident in himself. And
Yeah.
hey, if he Russell Wilson, balls out this year, and then okay, Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Then
I
it
mean,
was the
and
thing,
it
right?
can, if Russell Wilson has a great year, okay, heck, it probably was you. Some people are probably not meant to be head coaches and just
that's
good.
fine.
Good,
But the drama started because of Aaron Rodgers. Keep my coach's name out your mouth.
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly
stop.
what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
went
'cause-
all. He was. If they were there in person, he would have went all Will Smith on him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because he because of course he's real close to Nathaniel Hackett, to the family and stuff like that, and so it was personal. It was personal for him.
So I'm pretty sure this is going to end up on Hard Knocks.
Oh heck yeah!
His
Wait,
comment
it's
and-
crazy because the Jets gave Hard Knocks some things you
Oh.
can't show.
You can't show the players getting cut. Come
That's what
on
it
now.
is.
That's what makes the show, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
That's like a prerequisite in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
Like,
We're not for people losing their jobs.
yeah.
But I mean, it shows the real side of the league, that it's a
Mhm.
business and how much it affects players, right?
yeah.
And to me, it shows other teams that are watching it. Like, man, let's try to get this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to get that guy. Right?
Look how he handled that.
Yeah, you know what I
situation.
mean.
Yeah.
That's a good interview for the next team that you're possibly going to.
Yeah.
But like, no, we're not going to do that. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
Is to show
But
the hard part of training camp.
Hard knocks.
Everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're already seeing the ugly right now with Aaron Rodgers. Just like, nah, keep your name out of his mouth. Like we ain't doing this.
Yeah.
And the good thing is they play in week 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 4, and then on the way up here, I was listening to that game was supposed to be at 4:25. That's going to end up being a primetime game.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I was gonna say they're gonna move it back 5 minutes.
They're going to end up flexing that to prime time.
It depends on who's playing that night.
Yeah.
And who they have in that primetime game. They might. That'll definitely be whoever. I'd assume CBS is gonna have that game.
Oh yeah,
I'd assume CBS would have that game, but because now since they're not contracted to a network,
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that because Amazon Prime can just get the game.
Yeah.
They don't have Amazon Prime. Damn.
Well,
they
there's two
Amazon
playoff games that are gonna be on Peacock.
Yeah.
Only on Peacock.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, good thing I got Peacock.
Good thing I
right?
have Peacock too.
Heck
The
yeah.
Peacock
I know
plug.
that's gonna
Yeah.
shout out. Call us, Vince.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh no, Aaron Rodgers looking like the Great Gazoo.
Yeah.
That helmet, dude.
Bro, somebody said look like Aaron Rodgers dressed up for Halloween or something like that. Or
As a football player.
yeah, Aaron Rodgers dressed up as a football player for Halloween. That's what it looked like.
Yeah,
Heck
so
yeah.
I mean, that's to me. That's like the only drama right now in the off season is that
Yeah.
so far, which is weird.
Yeah.
Well, Jonathan Taylor requesting his
Yeah.
trade.
But going back to Sean Payton, should he have apologized, or do you think that was him, or you think it was Denver's like, hey, you got to say something?
Oh, I'm sure it was
Denver.
I'm sure it was the front office. Like, hey man.
Sean Payton don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think the Broncos like, man, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, but apparently he broke a code, like a unwritten
Unwritten rule.
rule.
He's saying what everyone else was saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And so
if he was a TV analyst, if they would have asked Sean, how do you think about this coaching job?
Yeah.
he got to keep it.
that's what Sean Payton said during his apology. He's like, I have my Fox Sports hat on.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. But he shouldn't have to apologize. Like, they're all grown men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're all grown men. Like,
I don't think Nathaniel Hackett's crying right now with the money he's getting.
He's wiping his tears with $100 bills.
Yeah,
it's almost like, man, take your L, because that was a big L, and move on.
And take an even bigger L with the Jets.
Exactly. But nah, that had to come from the front office. Man,
Yeah.
PR.
Yeah,
You know.
most definitely.
Unless he's trying to change the culture, be like, hey. Unless
It
he's trying
probably is.
to be like he's setting an example for the locker room, like don't go out there and do stupid crap like this. You know, he's like maybe I got out ahead of myself and I shouldn't have said that. So maybe that's what he's trying to do is like backtrack it and then use it as like a teachable moment for the team.
Yeah, like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor.
Never mind. I was gonna go Gawker for a second. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor asked for a trade.
So was Jim Irsay drunk or not drunk when he made the comment about he wasn't trading him?
I'm pretty sure. Well, apparently he's been sober for a while,
Yeah.
so he probably wasn't drunk.
Okay, shout out to Jim Irsay.
So
He said he might be dead, but he's still not getting traded.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
That threw me off for a loop.
I was like,
okay, so maybe he was drunk.
like, dude,
I was like, bro, are you suicidal or something, or are you
Yeah.
just like
when I
sick
saw
and
that,
nobody
I
knows
thought it
it?
was like, a parody account just made a,
Yeah.
But he actually said that. I'm like,
like even if I die, he's not getting traded. It's like, bro, do you think you're Jerry Jones? Like,
yeah, man. Like, wait a minute now.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to trade him, because the thing is, if Jonathan Taylor holds out, he has to pay back money.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like
So-
40 grand if he misses all of training camp, or
Yeah,
per game or something,
Per
or
game.
per practice. I
for
think
practice.
is
Yeah.
$40,000 per
so-
practice.
So Jim Irsay is probably like, yeah, I ain't trading him.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to trade him either. But at the same time, could you get something back for him though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You know,
If he's healthy, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm that type of. I guess I would be that type of owner, or be like, you don't want to be here, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly, man. That's what I was about to say.
Like
Just
I
let 'em
that
go.
would be me, but that's probably why I wouldn't be a good owner. Because then anybody could be pissed off. I want out. Bye. Then let me get something in return for you.
Yeah, I
you
want
know,
you
but-
pouting around, hurting
Yeah,
the team.
exactly. And so, I mean, if I was Jim Irsay, like, all right, well, let me see what's good out there.
Yeah.
But especially at the running back position, as of right now, there's not really
No.
anything out there because
Yeah.
And I feel like don't make the same mistake Dallas did, because we were talking about 3 years ago. Like, dude, trade Zeke, get something out of him while you can.
yeah,
Now you release him and everything, but you don't get nothing in return.
You
Yeah.
got all that dead cap money you still have
Yeah.
to pay.
yep. And then, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Jonathan Taylor. It would suck to lose him, but at the same time, like, what can I get out there?
Yeah.
But how many more years is Jonathan Taylor?
I think he's either in his last year or he's got one more. I think it's a option,
Oh.
team option, I think.
I would think get something for him. Like get you something for him. But get a running back, because you probably get a
You could get
at
at least
number
a
one, number
second or
two.
I don't think anybody, for him, is with his injury problems, I don't think anybody's willing to give up a one.
Well,
Two
no,
is
I'm talking
probably
about
the
players.
most.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking
like-
about draft picks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would go after players, especially if you're trying to win now. Like
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, there has to be a team right now looking for a running back for
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So I'm like, shoot, well, give me either your number one, number two receiver, and then, try to pick up
Yeah.
Cook for a good deal,
Yeah.
which he wants money.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets fans want him.
Jets fans, but most likely he's going to end up signing with the Jets anyways.
He should have signed in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Or Miami. But,
I don't know. I mean,
I would be more intrigued with Buffalo than Miami.
yeah. I mean, he gets to play with his brother in Buffalo.
Yeah,
But, I don't know. We'll see.
that'd be a good story. Brothers winning the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the running back situation, I know people are talking about they need to get paid and everything, but when they get paid, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
they get paid that first time, then after that, I mean,
Man,
there's
and
no reason to
that's-
keep them paid.
that's the
The
thing.
prime
man.
examples: Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, Zeke. Who was the fourth one that was in that joke meme or that meme I sent you guys the other day? Todd Gurley.
You already said
I
that.
said
didn't
Todd
you?
Gurley.
Todd Gurley,
Le'Veon
Zeke,
Bell.
Le'Veon
Le'Veon
Bell.
Bell, Green Bay Packer. He was a Packer.
At running back.
Well, there's countless
Was it?
number of them that you
Yeah.
can just,
Yeah.
count and say, well, that's it. They decline.
That
after
messed it up for everybody.
But it's just the nature of the running back position, though.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also been a second thought too.
yeah,
It's like, hey, let's just run them down, and then when they're not good, we'll just throw the ball every play.
right.
or you're Dallas and you just throw the ball every play anyway.
Yep.
Stupid.
And he just gets rusty.
But, I don't know. We talked about, someone else talked about, but Jason Garrett ran Zeke down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, let's run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
I mean, he still had some value,
Yeah.
like short yardage and in the goal line, which is where I think that, towards the end of the year, that's where they ended up putting him in spots like that. But now, everyone's just like, we don't really need him for goal line. We've got our guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, they should get paid. But at the same time, I mean, you're looking at injuries too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, if I pay you and you get hurt, because I mean, it's a tough position.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah.
besides the O-line, defensive line, your running back getting the most hits.
You got to pick up the blocks, got to catch all the passes.
Yeah.
Now you got to be able to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and they could say, all right, I'll sign you for this much. I'll give you what you want. But if you don't perform, I get to take some of that money back.
Just basically make it an all incentives contract.
Yeah.
At that
And they're
point.
probably doing those contracts right now, and that's why they're not signing them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
It's,
sure.
it's like, I'll give you some guaranteed money,
yeah.
Yeah.
but
You're going to have to
you-
prove
you-
yourself
you-
to
yeah, you're going to have to keep, and injuries, you can't prevent, you really can't prevent injuries
Right.
unless, you're out
You just don't
playing
step on the field.
basketball or something like that,
You just don't step on the field.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But at the same time, like, man, all right, well, we'll give you this money, but if you don't live up to it, I get to take some of that money back.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why DeAndre Hopkins ended up signing with Tennessee, because they gave him what he wanted money-wise. And I think a lot of other teams were just like, hey, man, we'll give you this much, but the rest you gotta earn.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he's just like, nah.
Need the money now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because was it 1 year, 2 years?
I think it was 2, I believe.
2
with
years,
Tennessee.
15?
2. Our statistician saying 2.
2 2 years, yeah.
And us, from the outside, we're like, man, I can sign with, so-and-so. But, man, it's about the money, man. You
Yeah.
got to take care of yourself.
Heck
I
yeah.
mean, especially if guys say, I want to win, and they're like, crap, I'm not getting anything. Well, I'll take the money. That's
Yeah.
as good as a win.
And I think that's what you have to weigh out.
Mhm.
It's like, they rather have the money
yeah.
than have their name almost like cemented in history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
You know?
Odell. Look at Odell. Odell was just like, hey, man, I want to go somewhere where I can win. Got traded to the Rams, won a Super Bowl. Now he's like, I want the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's one that's just like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want to win? And I think that's the Patriot way. You come here, we're going to win. I'm not going to pay you a whole lot,
Mhm.
but we're going to win. And
That's
so,
kind of going down.
Yeah. It's
now.
kind of hard to sell
Yeah.
that now without Brady there.
yeah.
Yeah, now
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going
for sure.
like,
Yep.
nah, I want to get paid if I'm going to play
Yeah.
over here now. You're just another team.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one of the things you gotta weigh out, because nobody's gonna sign a contract like Patrick Mahomes to where it helps the Chiefs
Yeah.
as well. I mean, he has a fat contract, but they set it up in a way that they can still sign players.
Mhm.
It's
So-
all backloaded. In
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
What is it? 10 years is what
10
he's saying?
years, yeah.
It's all like in 7, 8, 9, and 10,
Uh-huh.
where he gets a bit. Which is he ever going to see that money and those years in that contract?
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I mean, but then you're thinking about the money he makes from his sponsors,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And the plus, I mean, the incentives he got for winning the Super Bowls,
Yeah.
and all that.
And I'm sure
I
in the
mean-
contract, too, he probably has, like, roles he's going to do after he retires. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, most
'Cause
definitely.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, as much money as he spent on his damn house,
Yeah.
he plans on being there a long
How
time.
much did he spend on it?
Bro, he spent a lot. Bro, he has a football field. He has a couple holes for a golf course. He's got an indoor basketball court, and then he's got like a guest house, like for his receivers and stuff to stay at when they come and practice at his house.
Dang.
Like, this fool's got it figured out.
And his brother has his own private JSL.
His brother's got a private room
A private room.
that
in a
guy.
gated community.
That guy, man.
In a
Gated.
Oh, gated community. I was like, what?
I mean, he's been in there long enough. He might be that way now.
Yeah, that guy, man. Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, okay, going back. Yeah, going back to contracts. I mean, everybody wants the money, but,
Yeah.
us as human beings, we're selfish naturally. So it's like, nah, like, give me my money. I
That,
don't care, but I got to look for myself.
that, and especially if your body's failing you, too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. So
Because to a lot of these players, man, like this is all they have. A
Yeah.
lot of them don't have backup plans. Like this is it, and then when they're done, I mean, you think about what we're good age, right? Not
Yeah.
say our age, but we're
We're
young.
in our prime.
We're in our prime,
We're still
right?
in our prime.
But just thinking, we play football right now. Like, what do? We don't have backup plan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to
And
do.
dude, think about it, at our age, you're out of your prime in,
Yeah.
in sports.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're Tom
Say
Brady,
baseball maybe.
Yeah.
baseball, yeah. And we're not pitchers, goddamn.
Yeah.
You know, pitchers they're pitching up to like in their 40s,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
it's just
So you
Crazy,
get
yeah.
your money now
get your money now.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
I mean, also too, that's when you got to be smart about your money, your investments, who who you taking care of.
Don't be Ric Flair.
Yeah, I mean, look at Shaq, man.
Yeah.
That dude, he owns
So much.
crap loud.
He's got a crap ton of businesses and has so much money.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, Jordan turned around and sold the $3 billion
Mm-hmm.
for his
Yeah.
share in the Hornets.
uh-huh.
I kept wanting to say Bobcats. I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
Bobcats no more.
Yeah. But you look at all that. I mean, they're setting themselves up for life, and
Yeah.
possibly their immediate family for life.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have that mentality.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I gotta get all these millions now.
And not everybody can go be a commentator or an analyst
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on TV because not
Especially
everybody
when you-
has that personality.
Yeah, that, and especially if you have CTE.
Yeah.
I mean, like seriously,
Yeah.
it's just
Akeem Talib.
yeah.
How he got that job is beyond me. Dude is
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, look
Don't
at,
shoot me.
yeah. And like even Antonio Brown, I mean, you look at him, I mean,
CTE. He-
got kicked out of the football league or
The
his
arena league
team.
that he owned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, this bad news follows the guy everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. They want their money, they want to be set up, but at the same time, man, these owners got to look at they got to protect their business, got to protect their name, their brand, and they look at it like it's not just about you.
Yeah. Speaking of brand, the Big 12 Conference expanding
Yeah.
as of what?
Ever
Thursday.
expanding.
Yeah.
Yep.
As of last Thursday. Colorado's the new team.
RIP Big 12, Pac-12.
Pac-12.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Colorado. We've been making
Yeah.
jokes like, "Hey, big head."
yeah.
And Colorado's like, "What's up?"
Damn, girl, you get some work done.
Yeah.
You buff.
You
This
been
is
hitting the gym.
so. This was like rumors before Deion Sanders got there, but obviously the Coach Prime effect.
Yeah.
Oh, heck
Definitely,
Heck
yeah. We
yeah.
gotta go get this team.
Yep. Because man, Coach Prime, you got Coach Prime going to come to Waco. Yeah, Coach Prime. Going to go to Lubbock most likely. I mean, it's going to follow him. He's bringing a following.
Fort Worth this year.
Yeah, Fort Worth
against
this
TCU.
year.
And I saw somebody saying, "Oh, he's still not gonna be able to recruit Texas." Like, bro,
Man,
if
get
he's coming,
outta
if
here.
he's playing Texas schools, he's gonna be able, and especially with Zimmer,
Yeah,
Zimmer being on that staff, Zimmer knows this area, can recruit this area. I mean, Deion himself can recruit this area.
and he was coaching in high school. here.
Yeah, so
Pop
he can,
Warner, like
so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has those inroads
Yep.
right there. He can just come. What kid is going to tell Deion Sanders no if he
Exactly.
comes and sits in their living room? And even the parents,
Yeah.
the parents our age, the grandparents are going to be like, "Not you, you don't count." But yeah, they're going to be like, "No, you need to listen to that guy."
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I mean the parents and the grandparents are gonna be like, that's Coach Prime.
Yeah.
That's prime time. That
Yeah.
is-
You want to learn how to be elite?
yeah, yeah.
You go there.
Yeah, exactly, man. So that has to be the effect of it. It's expanding the brand. We'll get to the Pac-9 in a minute.
Is it 9 or is it 8?
That's nine
Six.
now.
Nine,
Pack 6.
Pac-
right? 6-pack. But potentially, you got the rumor is, we don't talk about rumors a whole lot because we want to keep rolling. But Arizona's next in line. Then potentially, and this will be the deal breaker for the Pac-12, whatever they are now, is Oregon. If Oregon jump ship, that it's over.
Yeah.
Oregon's their last moneymaker.
Because Oregon and Washington's gonna be like, we join too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it, man.
Well, because I know the Pac-12 are going after San Diego, SMU. I think SMU as well.
I think SMU would just be wise to hold out to get the Big 12 invitation.
Something.
Yeah. But you know what? With the Colorado coming, because of course it was USC and UCLA first leaving. That's kind of like, all right, what's gonna happen next? And then next thing you know, Colorado, it's like, all right, let's go.
It's like
Yeah,
everybody
let's
was
jump.
saying, it's just going to be 3 super conferences.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's gonna be 3, and then Big 12 was gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And now look at Big 12.
I mean, at this point, it's going to be a matter of time before the ACC starts losing.
Yeah.
Because of course the Pac-12 gonna try to poach some of their guys.
Yeah.
But Arizona's gonna come. If Arizona's gonna come, Arizona State's gonna want to come too.
Yeah.
Well, the thinking is that they're not. They're not much of a moneymaker as Arizona is because of basketball too.
Yeah.
And that's why they're saying it's going to be Oregon, Washington, and Arizona to make it 16 teams or 14 teams, I think, once Texas and OU leave.
Yeah. I mean, because Big 12 is going to want those basketball schools.
Yeah.
But there's also talks that if they can't get them to bring UConn into the Big 12, they suck at football.
Yeah.
But they're
in
killer
basketball. Man.
And then you've got that natural rivalry right there. Regular season, Baylor and UConn in women's basketball.
Yep.
Or even now in men's basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Gonzaga, they were still trying to get them in basketball.
And basketball, yeah.
I don't think that's really going to
Stupid
out.
Drew Timmy.
Yeah. Gosh.
But yeah, so I mean,
Get drafted. Anyway.
it's gonna be great to see who comes next to the Big 12. Like he's gonna.
I think the best thing to happen was for Bowlesby to finally just say, "I'm retiring."
Yeah. I mean, but shout
kept
out to
them afloat.
Bowlesby. Yeah, shout out to Bowlesby, man, because he's like, you know what? Nah, we ain't going nowhere, and he's the one that
He kept them afloat.
yeah, because he's the one that got Houston and Cincy, and
Yeah.
he's like, all right, hey,
UCF.
I'm
I did my
gone.
part. I'm gone.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
He's
you
like,
know?
y'all don't F this up. I did my part. Y'all don't F it up.
And Brett,
I'm gonna leave on top right now.
and Brett Yormark is looking at it from a business standpoint of the brand.
Yeah.
You know,
He
just
said,
doing
hold
all
my
this
beer.
stuff.
I'm going to go get these guys.
Yeah. And now he's,
I mean, because if he's looking at it from a brand point, yeah, you definitely going after Oregon.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're definitely going after Oregon for a brand.
because he wants teams across all time zones.
Yeah.
So you got the mountain time now, right? Now you get that West Coast time.
Yep. So it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be some good stuff, man. In the next, but for Colorado to come that quick too.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we're going 24. Like we.
But like you said, that just shows a terrible, contracts that they had, that the Pac-12 had, that they could just break them that easy.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying.
That they can say, okay, we're going next year. We'll see you.
Because you got nothing to sell to them. They're like, so all these teams are waiting for a TV rights deal, a media deal. You go to the media days, we'll have one pretty soon. Nah, man.
that
We need
doesn't
some
get no
money now.
confidence. Yeah.
It's like, bro, you took too long to
Well,
do
because
that.
it's even like Colorado when they hired Deion Sanders, like we don't even have the money right now, but we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
They know it's coming.
Yeah.
They know they've got that media deal in mind.
Yeah.
And that's why they're like, you know what? We can get that money if we join the Big 12.
And what they getting like 32 mil?
Something like
That's a
that,
good
yeah.
cut of it.
Yeah. And so it's one of those like now we got the money to pay them.
Yeah.
I think their commissioner, Joe Biden, he was pretty much saying, I mean, what's his name? I don't know his name, but
I don't know. His thought process is Joe Biden.
he's like, they leave, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
When they first expanded, when the Big 12 first expanded to the 4 teams, right? And, everyone's like, who's next? Colorado, da-da-da. People were, he was probably even the Pac-12 commissioner. Like,
Nobody's leaving.
Okay, we're going to lose Colorado. No big deal.
Yeah.
They get Deion Sanders. Say, oh, cool, we got Coach Prime. But I don't think he's looking at it as the business standpoint of it all.
Mhm. He's just looking at a name. Standpoint. Yeah.
Now he's like,
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, because like who's turned them down so far? Media or deals that has of course, CBS has who.
all the big networks have.
CBS has the Big 10, I think.
Big 10, right?
ESPN has SEC. Fox has the Big 12.
NBC, Notre Dame, and
Yeah,
Big
NBC.
10.
Big 10, yeah. And so I mean, what's
There's
PBS Kids, baby.
PBS Kids?
Pac-12 action.
I mean, at this point, unless
Because was it Axe TV? They couldn't even get right.
Yeah.
Actually, they couldn't even
Yeah.
come up with a deal. Destination America, right?
Yeah.
damn, even TNA got to deal with Destination America.
Get Dixie Carter though.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, is the CW still around? I think CW was one of the ones as well.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
FX, I mean, geez,
Yeah, you can't get nothing. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
that's real bad. And it's funny because all these platforms know football will draw ratings.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Even if it's XFL USFL, the ratings will
Because
they may not be as big as the NFL.
Right.
Who's the next big network to try to get it? Apple TV?
Pornhub.
That'll draw ratings.
Why not? You're already effed.
Yeah.
So
Might as well get paid for it.
yeah.
I mean, you got Apple TV.
Prime.
Join the pack.
Join the non-stop action. Non-stop action.
Hard hitting.
Hard hitting.
I was gonna say something. I'll stop. Though.
Yeah.
In depth.
Yeah.
In depth analysis.
Oh man, that is
For sure, body
hilarious.
cams.
Yeah. That's funny.
How do you get back at
Again, you got Apple TV,
Yeah.
but not everybody's gonna get Apple.
I'm not gonna pay to Pac-12 to watch that.
Amazon Prime is gonna be their best bet.
Yeah.
And even then,
Who you gonna? I mean, their games are so late too.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not jumping right now to add a subscription to Amazon Prime because I'm gonna watch Washington State versus Oregon State.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Who does that?
ain't gonna do it.
I'm going to throw this out there. The Mountain West overtakes the Pac-12. Like, just absorbs them.
Yeah. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to.
Like, I see it the way that's starting, the dynamic is starting to shift. The Pac-12 is fading. The Mountain West is looking to expand. And
Might
they
as
seem
well.
and they seem to be a little bit more open to everything than say the Pac-12 is right now.
Who's in the Mountain West?
Yeah, Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego,
Diego.
State,
Isn't
Hawaii,
Hawaii, yeah.
right?
The
Utah
Rainbow
State.
Warriors.
We got a lot of solid teams.
Yeah.
I mean, the teams that are just
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but it makes sense,
To
and
absorb
they're not
them.
gonna get as much money. So, geographically wise, it
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, I can also see, like you said, Utah is the next big money. That's
Yeah.
After Oregon is just Utah, and that's it. And then they come every few years, and they go back into hibernation.
Yeah.
So
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Big Ten can't get Oregon and Washington. Let's say the Big 12 steals Oregon and Washington because the Big Ten will offer more money to them.
yeah,
I wouldn't doubt Utah makes a jump to the Big Ten.
maybe they decide to join the Big 12.
Or they join the Big 12, yeah.
Like that's who I would be.
There's a
targeting right
BYU Utah thing right now.
Yeah,
obviously with that rivalry, like it's a real rivalry.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of Texas and Texas A&M at the time,
now. Yeah.
where it's like, oh, you're there, I ain't going with you. Like, no, come over here, no, I ain't going with you. Like, I don't know. It's all about the money in the end, though. We
Yeah.
know that.
But yeah, I think the commissioner's looking at not just in football, but in basketball too. So I don't see Utah coming, but
Since they're not a dominant basketball school,
basketball school
like Arizona or something like that.
or Arizona, Oregon,
Yeah, Washington too. They're still
Washington.
pretty
Yeah,
good at
yeah.
basketball.
They're still pretty good basketball. So should be good.
Pac-9 right now.
Pour one out for the dead homies.
Yeah.
They suck, bro.
And they were all boasted, man. They were proud. Hey, we're still Big 12. We'll take in TCU. We'll take in Tech. You want to look
Yeah.
at Baylor. Y'all welcome here. Now you're like, nah, bro. We'll take your team.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like,
Is it that crazy?
what, maybe a year and a half?
Yeah, well,
it's been
because
out?
2 years because
Yeah,
the
2
Texas
years
and
now.
Oklahoma deal's been announced for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. Well, Texas and Oklahoma was supposed to go to the Pac-12. Remember that was a rumor.
Right.
Pac-12 for.
That was before the pandemic. That was a rumor.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SEC said, wait.
Yeah. Oklahoma and Texas got good business people. They
Yeah.
probably saw something there.
Yeah.
This contract sucked. Like, nah.
Who's going to watch us play?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, nah, we ain't doing this.
So now you go to the SEC where Texas and Oklahoma going to suck.
We'll be middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
But we'll be
Especially-
making money.
Huh?
But
But
we're
making
making
money. Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, you got Bama, Georgia. We'll get to beat up A&M again, so that'll
yeah,
be fun.
that's a good one. Yeah.
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 Oh, gosh.
That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I say that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm confident they will.
Yeah. So.
Stupid Jimbo Fisher.
So, yeah, what's next for them? What's next for the Pac-12? What's going to be their saving grace?
Chapter 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe this year, by the end of this year, we will hear more teams leaving,
Yeah.
even if it's not to the Big 12.
Mountain West, I'm telling you, Mountain West is going to be some vultures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the teams are going to have no choice but to go.
If they don't, if Mountain West doesn't have Hunter Biden as their commissioner,
They might want to hire him now.
they probably like, we need to go get these teams right
He's
now.
like, it snows a lot over
It
here.
snows a lot.
You'll fit
Let's
right
go.
in, sir.
I mean, because like you said, Pac-12 got Joe Biden as their commissioner.
Yeah. Because that
Yeah.
guy, man.
And Hunter
How do you
Biden.
fumble? Not getting Texas OU first, and then just letting
USC and
And
UCLA
just thinking
walk.
that they were okay. But that just shows that the reason why they let them walk so quick because they had nothing for them.
yeah.
They saw the writing on the wall before everybody
they
else.
were like, oh no, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
We're gone. Like
They probably were like, "That's what you're giving us? No, we're out of here."
because that's
good.
this year, right?
This is their last year.
This
This
is
is
last
last
year.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, nah, they ain't doing this
Yeah.
because that was too easy for them to
Yeah.
walk.
And the fact that they had no red tape to go through, they just were like, "No, we're down."
contracts suck.
Yeah.
But football season's getting back to nitty gritty. So close, so close. As of this recording, it's what, a month away, basically?
Yeah.
Month away.
College
Next-
football
month, a
starts in
couple days.
September.
The preseason
Yeah.
starts next week.
Yeah. All
The
the
Hall
good
of Fame
stuff
game.
starts happening.
Yeah. Hall
But-
of Fame game.
Appreciate y'all joining us again for our monthly episode here at Road Media Network. Appreciate the golden boob. You can't see it over there, but hey, still standing.
Dr. Pepper behind us. And
Everything.
Yeah.
You want to get in contact with us, inyourhousesports@gmail.com, our YouTube channel, In Your House Sports.
shout out Gabriel Resendez.
Gabriel Sendez,
Shout
Comeback
out,
King,
Comeback
August
King.
26th. Like I said, we'll have the link to the fight in the comic section, the description section. Yeah, but for Manny D,
Fat Sam.
Your boy Vaso.
peace out.
Later.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.